Something that educators talk about a bit is, again, having grown up with more of an analog environment and having mostly a digital environment now. Mm-hmm. And you do, again, you have analog and digital. I think that you have analog and digital approaches to each step of the recording process.
Most of them.
Most of them?
Yes.
So do you make sure that everybody has experience with all of that? Is that basically part of...
We try to. The fundamental difficulty, really, of mm-hmm. analog and digital is that they both have advantages and disadvantages, and it's hard to... Well, what you really need to do is you need to use the best of both worlds. Mm-hmm. Both have advantages and disadvantages, and if you ask somebody like Steve Albini, I'm sure he would say the reason he uses analog is because the recording is meant to last forever. Mm-hmm. And we don't have a digital format that is meant to last forever. We have digital formats that work now, mm-hmm. but we have audio file formats like Sound Designer 2 mm-hmm. that are practically obsolete because they don't support high sample rates, they only work on Mac platforms, and so on. So that format is now obsolete, effectively, but you still have recordings in that format, mm-hmm. and to keep those and make them usable, you have to transfer them into a new format. If you don't, it'll eventually be lost. Yeah? So analog has lots of strengths in that department. A lot of people will say that the sound of analog is preferential to digital, or some digital. But in each technology there is good and bad. Mm-hmm. There's poorly set up analog, there is cheap analog that doesn't sound good, and by the same means, digital exists in very high-end, very clear, good sounding systems, and it exists in very budget range, substandard kind of environments. So it's pick and choose.